Just about every day, someone asks me for my top Disneyland tips. Well, here they are. No need to thank me. Just put them to good use and have a wonderful time at the Disneyland park. Hi, I'm Melissa with Mixins and Magic, and I'm so glad that you're here. Planning a trip to the Disney theme parks can be stressful. I totally understand that. You're putting a lot of time and money and energy into this vacation, and you want it to be perfect. It's going to be great. By implementing a few simple things, you can make sure that your vacation is memorable and as stress-free as possible. Soon you'll be at the happiest place on earth, and all of your efforts will be worth it. Tip number 1, when to visit. Choosing when to visit the Disney parks is incredibly important. Are you wanting to visit during a special holiday or event? Are you trying to avoid long lines for the most popular attractions? Are you going to take your kids out of school? There's really pros and cons to visiting at any time of the year, and Disneyland is always crowded these days, so don't base your trip around when you think crowds will be low. Just plan to go when there's something happening that you're excited about or when it's convenient to you. I have a whole post on my website to help you decide when to visit Disneyland. I have a crowd calendar for each month and a list of events and weather and even a packing list. I'll put a link to it in the show description. Tip number 2, buy your tickets in advance. Park tickets and Disney park reservations are required to enter Disneyland. Have your tickets purchased well in advance so you can make your park reservations as soon as you are able. You can make park reservations 120 days in advance. Please don't pay full price for your Disney park tickets. My partners at Getaway Today have the very best deals on tickets and hotels. Their tickets are always discounted off the gate price, and they partner with the best hotels in the Disneyland area to bring you the very best prices. They offer a park hopper ticket or 1 park per day options, and you can add GENIE Plus if you like. So whether you want to stay on property at the Disneyland Resort Hotel or prefer something a little more budget friendly, they can help you out. Getaway Today's customer service is top-notch, and they even have layaway plans. If you use my code MIX10, you can save $10 on packages. I'll put a link to them below, or you can call them at 1-855-GETAWAY and tell them Mix and Some Magic sent you for the best deals. Number 3, have a plan. Show up to the parks with a game plan. Seriously, this is the best way to have a great day. It's in my top 10 Disneyland tips for a reason. You don't have to have every second of the day planned out, but you do need a general idea of how you'd like your day to go. Which park will you be visiting? Disneyland or California Adventure? Will you be park hopping? What time will you arrive? Which rides will you hit first? What rides are most important to your group? Are there any characters you must see? Are you planning on enjoying parades or shows? Will you be watching fireworks? How are you going to deal with crowds? So many questions. But those are just a few that you need to think about before you arrive. If this seems overwhelming, don't stress. I'm here to help. You can check out my downloadable touring plans that give you a step-by-step plan so you don't have to stress about what to ride and when. They're designed to minimize your time in line, which is always a good thing. There's a link to them below. Number 4, arrive early. I can't recommend this enough. This is probably my top Disneyland tip in my top 10 Disneyland tips. The parks will open their gates and start letting people inside about 30 minutes before the parks officially open. You can enter the park, take a few pictures, and be lined up at the castle when the park opens. This is called rope drop. I have a whole video explaining how it works and the best and worst attractions to rope drop in each park. When you rope drop, you have about 1 to 2 hours of low crowds. This is the best time of the day, and you will be able to accomplish so much. While everyone else is just getting to the park at opening and waiting in a long line to go through security and then another long line to get their tickets scanned, you will be riding on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, maybe twice, and blessing my name. This is the best way to experience some of the most popular rides with very low wait times. Number 5, use GENIE Plus. GENIE Plus is the new system that replaced the old Max Pass Fast Pass system. If you purchase GENIE Plus, you're able to enter select attractions using the Lightning Lane. This will save you a ton of time waiting in line, especially during peak times. Adding GENIE Plus is an additional fee, and I realize that it's not the right choice for everyone, but if you're able to add it to your Disneyland vacation budget, it's a great way to save time. But if you don't know how to use it effectively, it can be a huge waste of money. I have an episode on my podcast about using Genie Plus. I'll put a link to that below if you'd like to check it out. Number 6 is use the Disneyland app. The Disneyland app will become your best friend while you're in the parks. You can use the app to book your Genie Plus Lightning Lane, mobile order food, check show wait times, and even find the closest bathroom. See, I told you it would be your best friend. You can even check wait times on your favorite attractions like Haunted Mansion or Small World or Rise of the Resistance. The Disneyland mobile app is a game changer. Make sure you download it before you arrive and put your tickets on it so you're ready to go when you get there at the gates. Mobile ordering food is probably my favorite way to use it. You can be walking down Main Street and ordering beignets from the mint julep bar on your phone while everyone else is stuck waiting in those lines. Tip number 7 is use Rider Switch. Rider Switch is a great option for guests with young children. It's a free service that anyone can use, and you need to be taking advantage of it. If you have little kids who are too small for an attraction or who don't wish to ride, then Rider Switch is for you. Rider Switch is also known as Rider Swap, and it's designed for groups who have young kids or even bigger kids who don't want to ride, so that everyone who wishes to experience the attraction can. With Rider Switch, one adult or supervising guest 14 years old or older can wait with non-riders while the rest of the party enjoys the attraction. Then they simply switch places to allow the supervising guest to experience the attraction without waiting in the regular line. It really is a genius system and so very helpful to families with small kids. It's a great way to experience some of the attraction with height requirements like Indiana Jones or Grizzly River Run. To use it, just bring your whole party to the front of the attraction and tell the cast member at the entrance to the line that you'd like to use Rider Switch, and they will help you from there. Number 8 is be prepared. Be ready for any and all situations that might arise. Check the weather and make sure you're prepared for hot days. You're probably going to need sunscreen. Or there might be rain in your forecast and you'll need to be prepared for that. You also need to be ready with things like Band-Aids and hand sanitizer and chapstick and Advil. Make sure you have a few snacks on hand and bring a sweatshirt or a jacket because those Southern California nights can get a little chilly. You're also going to want to bring a portable phone charger because you will need it. I've got a complete list of Disney park bag essentials to help you. There's a link to that below. Tip number 9 is take a break. In my experience, at some point in the afternoon, a good portion of your group is going to fall apart. Possibly even you. At this point, you're going to wonder why in the world you brought these ungrateful souls to Disneyland. Let me tell you, this is normal. It happens to almost everyone. I call it the witching hour. This is the perfect time to take a break. Seriously, it doesn't matter how old or young you are. People get grumpy midday and need a little rest. For some families, that means leaving the parks, heading back to the hotel for a nap or a break at the swimming pool. For some families, it means taking a break in the parks and catching a show or riding the train around while eating a snack. Either option is totally fine, but you really should make time for a short break. However your break looks, it is needed. Once you've regrouped, everyone will be happier and the rest of your day will be magical. Number 10, have a good attitude. This may be the most important tip of all. Having a good attitude can make or break your vacation. There's going to be crowds and there's going to be heat or rain or wind. There's going to be crying, probably your kids, but you might cry too. And I hate to tell you this, but somebody might pee their pants. Unfortunately, things are not going to go smoothly at some point. That's just how life works, even when you're on vacation. There is no such thing as a perfect day at Disneyland. However, if you bring a good attitude and realistic expectations, you will have the best vacation ever. Those tough moments are far, far outweighed by the magic and the memories that will be made. I guarantee it. I'm so excited for your Disneyland vacation. It really is the perfect place to create magical memories. Make sure you're following along so you don't miss my next video filled with Disneyland planning tips and helpful information. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.